The hotel was built initially in 1925 by the railroad company, and it was set up as the train station hotel. So all you have to do is roll out of bed, grab a quick espresso in the coffee shop, and you're on the train to Machu Picchu. There have been people living in the Sacred Valley for roughly between 7,000 and 8,000 years. But the amazing thing is that this was kind of the cradle of probably the most significant civilization in the Americas, or at least in South America. When you walk through Ollantaytambo, you have one area that's clearly residential, and it's actually the part that stands out because it's the only Inca village that's still inhabited to date. And you walk down these cobblestone roads and little street paths, and you see these Inca walls, and you walk into a home, and it feels like you're really just traveling through time. You're back 500 years ago. There you see people that are carrying on traditions that have kind of not stopped. When you talk about the conquest, I think those people feel like they have not been conquered. We have two very distinct parts of the hotel. We have the original hotel dates back to 1925, and we've maintained the architecture. I think that the architects and the designers that built this place almost 100 years ago were really aware of this kind of very minimalist design and style that we just really appreciate. We love the aesthetic. So the garden is kind of an obsession of mine. We really want to have this garden that's fresh and wild, and at least a dozen different types of hummingbirds coming through here. A number of them are endemic, and they're all attracted by the flowers. Included in the price of your room, we have a sauna, built by a guest of ours that was here over 25 years ago. And he said, if you let me stay for room and board, I'll build you guys a sauna. So we're like, okay. My parents arrived here in 1974 for the first time. My brother and I were both born here. I was born in this house, and my brother was born not far from here in the village of Urcos. My father was a writer and self-taught ethno-historian, and my mother is still alive today, and she's a painter. And so the restaurant was her studio for over 25, 28 years. As a business, I think that we're committed to a number of different values. So we have a social and environmental responsibility. Realizing that one of the largest factors contributing to contamination in this area is actually agriculture was really tough for me. I always thought it was the plastic and the trash and the sewage, but when you realize that there's just tons and tons of pesticides going into our rivers and our land, that's something we wanted to address. So we started a little farm of our own. We said, okay, well, can we try and do an organic farm project? And our guests that are here get to enjoy, healthy, locally grown food. Can't get any more local than this. So our restaurant is kind of inspired by the produce that we have at hand. Really get the freshest of what we have in the farm today. This is what we picked today, and that's just really a pleasure to see that happen. We have an aim of having zero trash in the hotel, so paper from the office is recycled. We use both sides, and then it goes to the sauna, and we use that as kindle to light the sauna. All organic waste from the kitchen either goes to feed the pigs or goes into the composting system. Switch to solar heated water in part of the hotel. We discourage all of our guests from buying plastic bottles all over the place. And the things that we can't recycle, we actually use and we compact into these bricks that we are collecting for further constructions.
The main goal is trying to close our energy loop and make us self-sufficient. So with the hotel, we can provide kind of food for our animals. They'll provide us with manure, and then eventually with food ourselves, and kind of creating kind of a little mini unit that can be self-sufficient. So this is our seedling starter place, and then when they're ready, we take them out and transplant them into the fields.
And so if you come up to the farm with us, you get a chance to spend an hour or two, maybe picking some manto or digging up some potatoes. And then in the process, you get to throw those same potatoes into this wood-fired stone oven that we built along with your help in the farm. come back, dig up lunch, and we'll have, you know, fantastic lamb and chicken and you know, great baked vegetables, along with fantastic freshly picked salad, you know, from the garden. You really try to do something that is considerate of the people that are here and the land that we're on, and just be grateful for all that we've received and what we've been blessed with.